Rhododendrons are sleeping quiet now. Winter 2022. Everything is all glazed over with ice, just so the wind doesn't pick up and bring it down on the power lines. Let's see what's going on in the studio today. Maybe we'll give a call to Freddie Morettie so we don't get cabin fever. Okay, looks like we got a call from Freddie, if I know how to answer it. There we go. Hey, Freddie. Hello? Oh, call back. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I got a call from Freddie. If I only knew how to answer it back.
I have the same problem.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe you were having difficulty getting through.
Yeah, no, my phone just rang, so I had to answer it. And I told them, oh, look at this. I don't know that I did this. You're in the bottom, and I'm up here in the top corner.
Yes.
Yeah. And look at that. There's the can you see the camera?
Right, I can see your camera.
Yeah, let me see if it's on. I just put fresh batteries in it.
Oh, so you're filming?
Yes.
The phone.
See, I'm very non high tech. What's my crazy word for it? I forget. I'm not very technically logically sophisticated.
I would say I'm limited in my knowledge about everything.
So I'm not very technically, logically sophisticated, but I think you and me are all on camera now for YouTube. So at the same time. Now this is not the way it would be done. I think that once upon a time they did something called Skypes or something, but that's all beyond me. I could never. Yeah, where they had two on a computer with two faces on the screen at once.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah. Well, I'm glad you knew I was trying to get you. So what's going on? So what's the weather like down there?
Well, it's a little rainy right now,
Yeah.
but it's been in the 60s. So it's been not too bad. In the sense it hasn't got too hot.
Okay, no frost at night or anything?
We've had a couple of nights where there's been frost.
Yeah.
And maybe one night that got down below freezing, I'm not sure.
Okay, because we just had an ice storm. I'm just recovering from an ice storm and the power being out.
Yeah.
So that really took it out of me. And that brought out a book you sent me. A year or so back, The Last Potter of Black Burton. That was really nice. How did you know to send that to me?
Well, I know that you like to read.
Yeah. Well, I don't though until the power goes out, and then I'm stuck. What are you going to do? There's no computer. The world has too many distractions. You know, a TV, a computer, everything else.
Yeah. Well, there's been so many. You have reviewed a number of books on Potter's Journal.
Yeah.
And to me, that indicated that you were a reader of pottery books. So I had sent away for Lee's book when I first found out that it came out.
Yeah, the author, Lee Cartledge.
Yes. He didn't want to send it to me.
Oh.
From home because he said the postage is too great.
Right. Yeah. But where did you find it, or did he send it?
It ended up. It was on Amazon, I guess.
Okay. Good.
I found it on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I just waited till it came out on Amazon.
Yeah. Well, I demonstrate down at the south side, a local little historic village where the community people saved a number of buildings and it's really switched over now to where the buildings are there now. It's people who are demonstrating, but So I do have, a like for history, but it's odd. I don't consider myself a historian because I'm not really interested in dates and facts and numbers, but more of the idea of getting close to the idea of what people lived through and like. And this book, really gave you a sense of that for a pottery town, and for a family, and for this one potter. And the other thing, too, when the power went out, I had a sense of, better what they lived like. And because, I had no power, and everything's quiet. And even the hum of a radio clock, or, you don't hear any of that, but the quiet. And So it really put me a little more in touch with the time and the book. But so I really did enjoy that. That was great.
Oh, that's good. I'm so glad. I thought you would enjoy it. And please, if you know someone, pass it on.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's one of the things I like about when I've read a book. If I know someone I can pass it on to that might enjoy it.
Yeah. No, the nice thing about used books is they often have inscriptions inside.
Yeah.
So you didn't leave anything in there, did you? No. So, well, I guess, I don't like to be the first one always, but if I get one with an inscription, I also leave when I got it and my time and date, so it has a timeline on it of whose hands it's passed through. Yeah. And I'll say there's one good thing about the internet, that books that may have been lost. This one I guess is recently published. Let me check here real quick. This is 2021. So this is wow, this is this is just published.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the last one I looked at, Slipware, sometimes things like that could get, lost unless they find the right person. And without the internet, how do they find the right person?
Yeah. Well, I want to tell you a quick story. I've been watching videos on hand building, coil building, and slab building and stuff. And Tony Soares, who's in California, has some really neat work, and he does it in the old Pueblo type style.
Okay, yeah.
And there was a book about, I guess, Pueblo pottery. I've already forgotten the name of it.
Yeah, somewhere I have one on Lucy Lewis, which is one of the big names.
Yeah, and
from I should say Southwestern. I don't know if it's Pueblo. Once again, I'm a historian who's not into the facts and the facts of it. But for the feel of it and making the craft. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead there.
Well, he suggested a book that he thinks to use. He says, I learned so much from this. If only I had known this when I started out, I would have been so much further ahead. And he said, you can get it on Amazon, and here's the link. So I went on the link, and they have one copy, and it's $688.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a publishing company that I got another book from on glazing that was listed on Amazon for $240. But I got in touch with this publishing company that did it, and it was like $24. I think I told you about it. Yeah. I found some things cheaper on Amazon than used on eBay, because people think they've got something that's worth a gazillion. But sometimes on books that were published in small amounts, that they're now finding a market because they can get in touch with the people who want and need and desire it. That the price is there for a reason, that people are willing to go for that because it's somewhat rare and you need it and want it and have to have it. I'll share one of those in an upcoming video myself, maybe. What was it? It was I've been watching Fitch McAndrews lately, and they kept recommending a book, and when I first looked for it,
It was $700. And I kept watching and watching. Next thing I knew, they were only available for $1,000. So.
Well, let me know.
Yeah, I did find it. I did find it for $150, and I watched it, and I did get it.
Oh, you did?
And as soon as I got it, because I thought it over for a week, and as soon as I got it, the only thing that was available again was the $1,000 one. So in the end, I was glad I did.
Well, I will let you know if I'm able to get this book through this publishing company.
Yeah.
That publishes out-of-print books.
Oh.
And
okay.
It's a small group, a small company, and they're just, and I got it in paperback for the glazing, and it was just wonderful, Let me carry you with me. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm just giving you a view of the camera and the stovetop. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Now I'm going to have to put my glasses back on. Yeah, I'm going to have cataract surgery in April, so... Oh, you are?
Yeah, the second eye is going now, so... I joked about it when I do my snowboard videos, but no, I now that the second one's going... Now,
what is it that... what was your indication that you needed? Oh,
well, I can't see out of the one eye and now the other, but and it's like looking through a screen door, and eventually less and less there. But no, I'm being treated for glaucoma as well, so I see the doctor every 3 months. Yeah.
Well, mine. I'm noticing that I'm not able to read fine print from a distance now.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me see, I'm down here, I'm looking in here. Pottery for an extruder book. Don't tell me I don't have it in here. George Sophonius. Do you know George Sophonius?
Well, it sounds like a Greek name.
Yes. They've been on YouTube, of course.
Okay.
I'm not believing this.
That's because I know there's one potter on YouTube, Greek potter, who has a channel that's done like every kind of single shape that could be imaginable and more.
Yeah.
Is that who that is?
No.
No. Okay. I didn't think so.
George had some health problems, and his son, the last set of videos, his son was helping him with them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll need to do some research on it, where that book went.
Yeah.
It was the one. It was on the one on glazes. I can't remember.
So what's going on in your studio today?
Well, today I went ahead and I threw 6 sponge holders.
Okay. You can do a lot of things with them.
Oh yes.
Let me pick up this camera and show you what I'm doing with it.
Oh, great. Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes, I'm setting the camera right in there.
Oh.
So it's a camera holder too.
Yes.
And I actually should turn it the other way, and I wonder if then we could see you. Here, let's do this experiment in case I give maybe, it'd be nice to give, okay, you can't see anything, but now I'm holding it the other way, so we got a big picture of Freddie's smile. That'll get me a whole ton of subscribers there too. I gotta do that. Okay.
You might lose a lot.
Oh, no, I don't think so. You're bigger than me. It'd be nice to give Judy at Broken Arrow a call.
Yeah.
Now it'd really be nice to give Lee Bass a call, but I don't know. I'd have to find somebody to financially back us on the international phone call for that one.
Oh no, it's I have attempted to get in touch with him by phone.
Yeah.
And his phone reception where he lives is rough.
Okay.
He said there's no point.
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought an international call was expensive no matter how you did it, even with a mobile.
They're not really, you know, I mean, they do cost some money, but I call friends over in Somerset. Okay. And then once in a blue moon, I'll call our cousins. So it just, you know, all depends. And I don't pay attention to it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I got to get to work in the pottery today too. I didn't do anything while the power was at. I want to tell you, you asked me about what I was doing.
Yeah.
I did some sponge holders.
Yeah.
And I've got this new clay I got from Sheffield Pottery up in Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. And it's got so much grog in it. Oh. It wore the
right.
Of my.
Yeah. Well, we're not as tough as these potters, these historic potters, because I always thought they shut down in the winter, and apparently they did not. And it said something about, you know, the hands even bleeding because, you know, them getting dry. The little bit we throw, you throw 6 and I'll do a board of maybe 30, but I only do that once or twice a week. So, you know, I can imagine working in the clay, the cold water. I don't know how they did it. I just can't imagine.
Well, I just threw the 6 because that's the last 6 I plan on doing, last wheel throwing I plan on doing for a while, because I'm going to concentrate on coil building, slab building, and pinch pots. And because that really gives you a better feel for the clay. Yeah. That I have not been paying attention to.
Yeah, well, you know, coming back to clay after working on the sculpture for so many years, it was a completely new way. You know, putting things together was something different than it had been before. I didn't like putting things together, attaching. But after working on sculpture for so many years, it was just natural for me to do pots that were assembled from component parts. But I'm not doing very big stuff yet. Actually, I'm going smaller.
Well,
you can put it in a box and ship it to somebody easy. So because I'm just sending a box off to Hawaii, so that's and fitting 3 pieces in a little box. So there is something about going small.
Yeah, but I'm really excited about doing this the coiling, because I'm looking at. Well, I could probably do one that's maybe about 12 to 18 inches tall. You know, of course, you know, as a beginner, I'm not going to be able to do that. Well,
when watch the Italian flower pot makers, planters, because they do large things. They work on the bottom, let it dry out some, and keep going. You know, without a torch, they just, you know, you come back to it a day or two and work on. So, you know, it's another way to look. Another thing you can check out on some videos.
Yeah. I've got it's a mad list of them, but I have watched some of the Italians build, and there's so many, and it's videos on it. And what's really good is that every now and then you'll pick up someone that really is explaining what exactly they're doing with hands. Because when you're coil building and you want to keep it from flaring out, as you pinch, at the same time you're pinching and pushing the wall together, you know, so that you're pinching and pushing in. So it's sort of, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to using this clay.
Okay. This is where you'll need that with the grog. Okay, not for throwing, but for hand building.
Yeah, and what I figured out with, I ordered maybe 200 pounds of clay from Sheffield Pottery.
Yeah.
And even though it's shipped,
right,
it's still very competitive, and the reason is because they do their own clay. They're a clay company.
Yeah.
And I've been getting my glazes from them because the glazes are free shipping.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at one time actually they might have. I don't know. I better not say they did free shipping on the clay because then people would be going after us. I heard you did free shipping. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
But I really like Sheffield Pottery, getting my stuff from them because of the glazes and the cost. They're very competitive price-wise on the regular glazes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm very lucky because my local supplier, Standard Ceramics, that I can drive to, does dry big bags of glazes.
Oh yes.
Actually, when they sell it, the small in the bottles, it's other companies. What they do is the dry glazes, and so I am very happy that they're so close by, and that.
Now, how close are they?
It's 25 minutes. It could be a half-hour drive if you count all the traffic lights and everything and stop signs and. Actually, they the father at one time in the 80s used to come out here for a Christmas tree, so so they've been here too. But,
very good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really pleased that you enjoyed the book, and if you get a chance to watch Lee and his mother on YouTube, it's well worth watching the way they handle the clay. Yeah, Lee Cartledge. You know, I just found his channel, and I'm going to have to hit a subscription there. I'm not a big subscriber to channels. I saw that. He has videos up, but it's not regular postings. But but no, since I enjoyed the book so much, I think long and hard before I subscribe. I try to keep. So I actually use that page to go and find who I want to watch and find their channel. And if I had 500 there, I could never find them. So a lot of it's friends like you and smaller channels, a few bigger ones that I watch a lot. But no, Lee Cartledge is definitely on the list here. And I'm gonna do a fake goodbye here and turn the camera off, and we'll catch up on some other things too. How's that sound? anything you wanted to share with Potter's Journal on YouTube? or just we'll talk to you later. When will we see another video from you? This is what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay. Let me get behind the camera to make sure you're in the picture.
Okay.
There we go.
And that's a whale that I designed on Fusion 360 and made into a stamp. So I designed that on a CAD program and made it into a stamp, and it's in a little pressed dish. And it's textured turquoise over black underglaze. And it's just a little funny dish.
Okay. Well, anytime you want to show something off you did real quick and you don't want to get involved in making a video, you're welcome here. Okay, stop back or call anytime. Okay. Yeah. How long will this crystal palace be around? Okay, stop back and see what happens in the studio next week.